Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV, and I'm joined by the main man, Bernard Janine from the Citizen channel, who's smiling. Obviously, City won 2 games on the bounce. Yes, 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 yes. But can we make it 3? There's not a lot of gap between last night's game where we're away from home. I'm a bit concerned. We were away from home. All right, it was an early kickoff, but we're away from home, and we're playing Palace on Saturday evening, early evening. No, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
They don't even put us on as at 5:30 or 8 o'clock. They're putting us on at 3 o'clock, obviously, because we've got to jet off to Saudi Arabia not long after that. So, but it's not going to give us a lot of break. Positive is we won, but we rested a load of players. So I'm not going to be too concerned about the short period of time because I'll ask you this basic question. How many players that played last night do you expect to play? Do you expect to start on Saturday against Palace? 3?
It's a funny one. I mean, I've had a quick look at it because I've not done my little thing yet, but it's an odd one. I mean, forward wise, we're knackered, aren't we? Basically, forward wise, I'm even thinking one of those young lads might start against Palace based on the fact Grealish took a knock last night. I've not heard anything about that. He went off at half time, of course, got a bit of stick and not very protected by the referee last night, even though he had a generally good game. So you had Grealish, Doku, and Haaland. What the hell have we got? What the hell have we got up front? That's the problem. So why not give someone like I can't see Hamilton getting a goal, but I can certainly see Bob getting a goal in this if Doku and Grealish are both unavailable.
Well, Doku didn't train on Monday, so.
No. But he's still been. I mean, Doku's less likely than Haaland, so I can't see Doku coming for this. He said a week or two, and that was a few days ago. So I just can't see Doku appearing for this one, which means we're a bit light. And if Grealish is picked up, if Grealish isn't fine, then he will start. I think there's no doubt about it. But it's a big problem up front.
Well, he could easily go with Alvarez on the one wing, or let's say Bernardo on the right, Foden on the left, Alvarez behind. Well, there's no Haaland. Alvarez up top. And he might put Nunez in.
That's the safe thing to do, isn't it? Yeah. Is he going to be safe? Well, we want a win.
All we need is a win. I don't care. Shut up shop because we ain't shutting up shops. 5 clean sheets in 23 games.
I mean, the defense is another problem. I mean, when you've got Akanji, Diaz, Stones, and all fit. I mean, and Ake. I mean, Ake's got to play. He's got to find a place for Ake. So he's, even though he didn't start, obviously. So obviously Gomez is simply, you can wipe Gomez out of the equation. That's absolutely no problem. But then you got Walker and Lewis as well. It's a bit of a quandary for me. I've not looked at it in any great depth yet, but you could term any 11 from probably 18, and yet still think it's nowhere near our strongest team.
Well, just that stat is we've played 24 games this season and had 5 clean sheets, I believe, which is.
We're going to let it go in again. There's no doubt. I mean, Ederson was poorly. What's happening with Ederson? I mean, Ortega did very, very well last night.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I'm just saying you put Ortega, but I'd still rather have Ederson. But
absolutely,
hopefully it's just a temporary thing and he'll be fully fit. But at the end of the day, that's for me. I know it's not a weakness because Ortega's a good keeper, but it is a weakness because I don't think he's as good as Ederson. Simple as.
He's not played with the defense as much as Ederson has. Simple as that. So it is a little detraction.
I mean, you didn't obviously the thingy game. The first 5 minutes we looked a bit dodgy at the back, and he's not got the confidence Ederson's got. And we grew into it fine when we were okay. But when Red Star put us under a bit of pressure, now you can imagine Palace doing a similar thing to us. It is a worry if Ortega's in. I don't mind Ortega at all. He saved us a couple of times last night, but.
Yeah, I mean, look, goalkeeper-wise, at least we don't have the same problem that Arsenal have. What they've done with themselves. Obviously, we can talk about the team later, but as you said, we don't have that many choices. So it'll be horses for courses. Palace, always a dangerous opposition. They've had, they're near the bottom. When I say that, well, they're 15th in the league, 16 points. They scored 15 goals. So they score 1 goal a game on average. They've let in 23. So they let in 1.5 on average. Well, we can't beat them 1.5 to 1, but I expect them to score 1 goal at least. against us, and they were unlucky in their last game against Liverpool, weren't it?
Yeah.
Where
I mean,
once they had the sending off.
Poor old Roy was. What's the word?
Apoplectic. He was not happy.
You don't see that much from old Roy, do you? But I mean, I always feel, you know, me and Roy, I think he should retire and just give it up, mate. You know, I just it upsets me looking at him. I'll be honest with you, on the touchline, and obviously against Liverpool, it upset me even more because he was really upset.
But for me, it's a must-win game because Liverpool are 4 points clear of us. They're going to batter United.
We can't lose it. We can't draw or lose this.
No. It's a home game. We've got to get back on that winning run, and then at least go.
Don't get Everton. We're going to be a game behind everyone else, so we're going to drop further. And then we've got Everton away, and they're on a flipping roll at the moment. So you know that's going to be. So we can't afford anything less than 3 points against Palace.
Absolutely. Are you worried in any way about Palace? I mean, they've got some players coming back. I think is it Aloisi or Easy's coming? Just come back from injury. Yeah. They're a danger.
Well, Edouard's the main guy. I think he's a standout at the moment. Of course, you've got to worry about Palace because we know we'll score, like you said. Yeah. It's a matter of us making sure we get 2, 3, or 4. And you know, I've been I'm going to go confident with my score prediction, which I've not thought about too much, but I thought, sod it, I'm fed up with 2-1s. I'll go a bit braver this time, but I'm not seeing a team that's going to supply lots of goals, unfortunately. But I can see a team that can win the game.
Yeah, no. I think that all that matters is winning that game, and the 2 games we've won have been like 2-1 and 3-2. You know, games have always been close, and it's not comfort to us, and you know we're used to not being in that situation where we're struggling and scrapping and scraping through games, which is a bit sums up our season. And you know, there's no doubt we're a weaker side, a weaker squad than we were last season by miles. It's so obvious. But the good thing is, I mean, we're not playing well. We're struggling, but we're still in the top 4. We're still within shooting distance, and you know, we've still got some players that are showing decent levels of performance. I'm going to push you on then. You said you haven't thought about a score prediction, but I'm going to ask you for your score prediction, Bernard.
4-1.
Oh, I tell you what. No, I'm going to go 3-1 to City. I'm going to go 3-1. We know they're going to score. I
didn't go 3-1 because I know Andy Morrison went 3-1. I'm sick of agreeing with him, so I've gone to 4-1. I've gone to 4-1.
Well, we know they'll score. That there's nothing else I can say with any conviction. They will score, but I'm going to go for 3-1. Buddy, thank you so much. Our last game before Christmas in the league, and then we're off.
Last game before being the world champions.
Hopefully. Take care, mate. See you around, Blues.